Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the experiment number 2, that is realization of full half adder and half and full subtractors using logic gates. So already we have discussed about the adders and subtractors, right? So let us see the next step, that is which are the components required to implement the half and full adder, also half and full subtractors using logic gates. Okay. So we require 7404 NOT gate, 7408 AND gate, 7432 OR gate, 7486 XOR gate. Along with that, power supply, connecting wires, and breadboard. So these things are required. Okay, but actually we are going to see all these experiments on Proteus software, that is simulation software. So we don't require the power supply, connecting wires, and breadboard. Okay, we are going to connect all these connections on Proteus software. Okay, so let us see the next point. So here we have to implement half adder, full adder, half subtractor, and full subtractor. Okay, so let us see the first implementation, that is half adder. Okay, so I have just taken the snapshots of my video which are already uploaded on YouTube. Okay, so this is just the snapshot. So half adder consists of 2 inputs and 2 outputs. Okay, so inputs are A and B, outputs are sum and carry out. So here you can give any name at the input side, that is X, Y, anything. Okay, so half adder consists of only 2 inputs. Okay, we don't consider the third input, that is carry in. So carry in will be considered in full adder. Okay, so this is just the logic diagram, logic symbol of half adder. So now let us see the truth table of half adder. So this is the truth table of half adder. You can just see here. So A and B are the inputs. Only 2 inputs are available. So 2 input makes the 4 combination. That is 2 raised to 2 equal to 4, right? And it is having sum and carry out outputs. Okay. So sum will be the ones digit in the total summation, and carry out will be the tens place in the total summation. Okay, so 0 plus 0 will be 0 and carry is also 0. Then 0 plus 1 will be carry 1, sorry, sum will be 1 and carry will be 0. Okay, so here we have got 1. Then 1 plus 0, the sum will also, again it will be 1, but carry is not generated still. Okay, so 1 plus 1 will be 2 in decimal, and here the 2 is represented in binary as 1 0. So sum will be 0 and carry will be 1. Okay, so now we have to draw the K map for sum and carry. Okay, so we have to write the ones on in the particular cell where uh, it is actually 1. Okay, so for these combinations we will have ones in the K map, and for this combination we will have 1 for K map for carry equation. Okay, so let us see. So here we have first combination, and for second combination we have written 1 here and here. Okay, so 0 1 and 1 0. So for these two combinations only we have written 1 in the cell of K-map. Okay, so if you form the groups, two groups. Okay, so here we will have the diagonal group, and diagonal group is nothing but the XOR operation. Okay, so the equation will become S equal to A XOR B. Okay, what about the carry K map? So K map for carry will be in this column we have only one logic one. Okay, only single logic one. So this logic one is for third combination. Okay, so for 1 input combination we are having 1 in the carry K map. So for 1 1, the 1 is located here. Okay, so the output equation will be A B. So normal variable is written for logic 1 and complemented variable is written for logic 0 here. Okay, here. So C will be equal to EB. Okay, so from these two equations we can conclude that we will require one XOR gate and one AND gate to implement the half adder. Okay, so now let us see the implementation part. Okay, so this is the actual implementation of half adder. So A and B are the inputs, and here just it is given to one XOR gate and one AND gate. Okay, so here we will get the sum and here we will get the carry at the output of XOR gate and AND gate respectively. Okay, so now let us implement this in Proteus software. So we have to just uh, cross verify whether this circuit will give you proper summation and carry. Okay, so let us switch to the Proteus software. Typing here IS7 professional. Okay, okay, I'm just clicking on P button. Then which ICs we require? First thing is 7486, which is XOR gate. Select here 74LS series. Select the first IC 74LS86. Double click on this. Then we require AND gate 7408. Okay, 7408. Select LS series. Select the first IC 74LS08. Double click on it. Then we require logic toggle. Logic toggle is required at the input side of the circuit to change the input. Okay, and logic probe is also required. Logic probe, from that use the big size. Okay, so big size, you can use small size also, but big size is somewhat visible. Okay, so I'm taking logic probe big size. Okay, then I'm simply pressing escape key. Then we have to just plot this circuit diagram. 7486 is plotted here. Okay, and we require 74808 also. 7408. Okay, now use the logic toggle. Okay, logic toggle should be at the input side. One more logic toggle is required. Just make the connections. Then logic probe is required at the output side. Okay, so logic probe. This is for summation and this is for carry. Okay, and I will just name here, that is sum and carry, using some text. Okay, so sum, and here I will require the carry. Okay, okay, so I'm changing the inputs. So for okay, I will just play this simulation. Now for logic inputs are 0 0. For that sum will be 0 and carry is also 0. So I will just cross check it with our PPT. Okay, so here just check whether for the first combination we are getting sum equal to 0 and carry equal to 0. Okay, sum equal to 0 and carry equal to 0. If I will change inputs are 0 and 1, then here sum has been 1 and carry is 0. Okay, so here you can check sum is 1 and carry is 0. Okay, for inputs are 1 0, the sum is also 1 and carry is 0. So the same thing for 1-0 combination, sum is 1 and carry is 0. Okay, for 1-1 combination it should be 0-1. For 1-1 combination, sum is 0 and carry is 1. Okay, so the last combination is also correct. Okay, so now let us see. I will just stop the simulation. Okay, so let us see the next diagram, that is full adder. Okay, so this was the implementation. So full adder. So this is the logic symbol of full adder. Okay, so why it is called full adder? Because it is having three inputs, that is A, B and carry in, and outputs are sum and carry out. So full adder consists of the previous carry in. Okay, whatever the carry is generated in the previous digit addition, that will be considered here while performing the current 2 bits addition. So that's why it is called full adder. Okay, so scene is considered here for full adder. Now let us see the truth table of the full adder. So the truth table consists of 3 inputs and 2 outputs. So 3 inputs, that means 3 bits makes the 8 combination, that is 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to simply add these 3 bits, A plus B plus C in. Okay, so we will have the 2 bit output. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 will be 0 0 in binary. So sum is 0 and carry is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 1, sum will be 1 and carry will be 0. 0 plus 1 plus 0, sum will be 1, carry will be 0. 0 plus 1 plus 1, the answer will be 2. Answer will be 2 in decimal, which is represented as 1 0. So here sum will be 0 and carry will be 1. Okay, so sum is 0 and carry is 1. Now next is for 1 plus 0 plus 0, sum will be 1 and carry will be 0, because answer will be in decimal or binary 0 1. Okay, so that means sum is 1 and carry is 0. For 1 0 1, so here 1 plus 0 plus 1, the answer will be 2 in decimal, and it is represented by in binary as 1 0. Okay, so sum will be 0 and carry will be 1. For 1 plus 1 plus 0, again the 2, sum will be 0 and carry will be 1. For 1 plus 1 plus 1, the answer will be 3 in decimal, which is equal to 1 1 in binary. So here the ones place will be 1 and tens place will be carry. So here both sum and carry will be 1 1. Okay, so this is all about the truth table of full adder. Now let us see the K map for sum and carry. We have to uh, obtain the sum equation and carry equation, and for that we require to implement, we have to draw the K map. Okay, so this is about the K map. Okay, for which combinations we have got ones in the summation and carry, that has to be written here in this particular corresponding cell. Okay, so for which combinations we have got, for first combination, second combination, fourth combination and seventh combination. So for these combinations we have got logic ones. Okay, so first, that is 0 0 1, then second, that means 0 1 0, then fourth combination, that is 1 0 0, and seventh combination means 1 1 1. Okay, and here we can have this kind of equation. Okay, already we have discussed in YouTube video. So as I told you that the diagonal combinations will give you, or it is equivalent to XOR operation. Okay, so final state will be A XOR B XOR C. Okay, and what about the carry K map? So for which combinations we have got the ones in the carry column. So for third combination, then for fifth combination, sixth combination, and seventh combination. 3, 5, 6, and 7 combination. Okay. So here 0, 1, 1. So this is third combination. 1, 0, 1, fifth combination. 1, 1, 0 is the sixth combination, and 1, 1, 1 is the seventh combination. And here we have grouped these two cells, two ones, so that we will get here AB plus BC plus CA. So this is our final equation for carry out. Okay. Now we have to implement this by using these equations. So sum will be A XOR B XOR C, and carry will be equal to AB plus BC plus CA. So here is the implementation. So actually we require two XOR gates because we cannot implement using 7486 because 7486 is having only two inputs. Okay, it is two input called XOR IC. Okay, CORD means it is having four XOR gates within the single chip. Then we require three AND gates and one OR gate, that is 7432. Okay, so this I'll see is also required here. So let's try to implement this this full adder. Okay, so what we require, I will just implement this circuit diagram fast. So here just place 7486, one more 7486 is required. Okay, and the third input is also required. So logic toggle is used here. A, B. Okay, one more AND gate is required. One more AND gate 7408. 7408. Third AND gate is also required. 7408. So A into B is done. Then B into C. C can be taken. I will just drag it backside. C, and finally C into A. C into A. Okay, and the output of these three AND gates should be given to the OR gate. So we require to add 7432. 7432. Use this LS series. Okay, add it. 7432 should be connected here. Okay, first in output, second output, and one more OR gate is required here to connect the third output. Okay, so here we will get the carry. Okay, okay, so we have just implemented this full adder circuit diagram. So first output is sum and second output is carry. Okay, so let us play this circuit diagram. Okay, so for 0 0 0, the sum is 0 and carry is also 0. So let us see this outputs. We'll compare it with the truth table. Okay. So for 0 0 0, sum is 0 and carry is 0. Okay. So we have got here 0 0. Then for next input, that is, now instead of checking all the combinations, I will just tell you that if any input, if what will happen if only one logic is available, one logic one, what will happen if two logic ones are available, and what will happen if three logic ones are available. Okay, so for 0 0 0, sum and carry are 0 0. For one logic one, sum will be 0 and carry will be 0. Sorry, sum will be 1 and carry will be 0. So here you can check this combination, one logic one is available, this combination one logic one is available, then this combination one logic one is available. Okay, only there are three logic ones are available. Okay, so for this combination, first, second and fourth combination, only one logic one is available, so sum will be 1 and carry will be 0. Okay, sum will be 1 and carry will be 0. What will happen if two logic ones are available? So here sum will be 0 and carry will be 1. So which are those combinations which is having two logic ones are available? So the third combination, then the fifth combination and sixth combination. Okay, and what will happen if all three inputs are 1 1 1? So sum will be 1 and carry will be 1. Okay, so last combination, sum is 1 and carry is 1. Okay, rest of the combinations we have seen already. Okay, for 0 0 0 is also we have seen. Okay, initially. So this is how we can have the full adder circuit diagram. Okay, I will just stop this simulation and let us see the half subtractor. Okay, so half subtractor. So logic symbol is we are having the A and B are the inputs, and outputs are difference and borrow. Okay, so subtractor is having difference and borrow are the outputs. Okay, now let us see the truth table of half subtractor. So truth table consists of A and B are the inputs, okay, and D and B are the outputs. So what will happen, we have to perform A minus B. Okay, A minus B. So here we will get the difference and borrow. So borrow will be 0. Borrow will be 0 if result is positive, and borrow will be 1 if result is negative. Okay, so this is in case of borrow. Okay, now let us see 0 minus 0, difference is 0 and borrow is also 0 because the result is positive. Then 0 minus 1, result is negative, so borrow has been 1, and but the difference is 1. Okay, difference is 1. Then 1 minus 0, the result is positive, so borrow will be 0. Okay, and difference is 1 here. Then 1 minus 1, the difference is 0 and borrow is also 0 because the result is positive. Okay, now it is the time to have the K map for difference and borrow. Okay, so we have to write the ones in the corresponding cell. Okay, so for difference K map, the first combination and second combination will have 1. For borrow K map, we will have only this combination 1. Okay, so for difference and borrow equations from the K map. Okay, so for first combination, we will have the 1, and second combination will also have 1. For borrow, we will have only this combination 1. Okay, so first combination and the second combination, once 1 1 1 is written here, and diagonal grouping means it is the XOR operation. So D is equal to A XOR B. So this is our final expression of for difference, and borrow we have only one logic one. So for first combination only one logic one is written here. So single group of one is done here. So output equation will be A bar B. Okay. So here the bar is taken because 0 is given here. Okay. So for 0 we write the complemented variable. Okay. So as we are getting here a bar, we require a NOT gate. Okay. Because we have only A and B normal variable, but for getting the borrow equation we need the NOT gate. Okay. So output implementation will be like this. So D will be obtained by using one simple XOR gate, and borrow will be obtained by using, here we are getting A, and here on this line we are getting A bar. Okay, at the output of this NOT gate we are getting A bar. So A bar and this B will give you the borrow. Okay. So this is about the implementation of half adder. Now let us see the actual implementation and simulation in Proteus software. Okay. So I'm just changing this diagram. Okay. So we require one NOT gate, right? So for NOT gate we require 7404 IC 7404. Okay. Use the LS series. Double click on it. Okay. NOT gate. So 74. I will just rotate it. Okay. So here we will get difference and borrow. Okay. Okay. So our implementation is over here. Okay. So let us run this circuit diagram and cross check whether we are getting the same output as that of we have seen in truth table or not. Okay. For 0 inputs, I'm just playing this simulation. So for 0 inputs, difference is 0 and borrow is also 0, right? For 1 inputs, difference is 1 and borrow is also 1. Okay. Then for 10 inputs, difference is 1 and borrow is 0. Okay, you can just cross check here. Okay, you are having this truth table. For 0 we had got 0 as difference and borrow. For 1 combination, 1 we had got, and for 10 we have got 10. Okay, 10, and for 1 combination, difference is 0 and borrow is also 0. Okay, so here you can cross check. For 1 difference and borrow both are 0. Okay, so this is all about the half subtractor. Okay, I hope you are understanding this. Okay, so this is the final implementation, and we have just cross checked whether this circuit diagram is working correct or wrong. Okay, so it's working fine. Now let us see the full subtractor. Okay, so I'll just stop the simulation. Now we will see the full subtractor. So full subtractor is again it is similar to full adder, and in full adder we have seen there was the third input, that is carry in, but in full subtractor we will have the borrow in bit. Okay, so in logic symbol, we are having the borrow in bit. Okay, borrow in. So this is the third input. Okay, so normally we require whenever we want to perform multiple bit subtraction, that time we require the borrow in. If you are going to perform only single bit subtraction, that time you don't require the borrow in. Okay, so whenever you are going, you will go for the 2-bit subtraction or multiple bit subtraction, that time you will require the borrow in bit. Okay, and again we will have the same output, that is difference and borrow. Okay, so let us see the truth table of this full subtractor. So truth table consists of A, B in as the inputs and difference and borrow are the outputs. So how will we perform this subtraction? It's very simple. A minus B in. So just remember this formula. I have just written here A minus B in. Okay. So we will just go for this. First we will do A minus B. Whatever result will be obtained, from that result we will again subtract the B in. Okay, so this is how we will perform, and we will write the difference and borrow bits. Okay, so first A minus B, that is 0 minus 0, result is 0 here. Okay, so 0 minus 0, again the difference will be 0 and borrow will also be 0. Okay, so no problem, both are 0. Then 0 minus 0, the output is 0 here, and 0 minus 1, the difference will be 1 and borrow will be generated. So here for this combination, the difference and borrow both are 1 1. Okay, then 0 minus 1, the difference will be 1. Okay, difference will be 1, that means again the result is negative here. Okay, result is negative, so here immediately the borrow will be generated immediately. Okay, and 1 minus 0, the difference is 1, so here D is written as 1. Okay, then next 0 minus 1, the difference is 1, so immediately the borrow is written, and 1 minus 1, the difference is 0, so difference is written here. Okay, then 1 minus 0, the difference is 1, but the result is positive, so the borrow is not set. Then 1 minus 0, the difference is 1, so here 1 is written. Then 1 minus 0, difference is 1, but the result is positive, so borrow is not generated. 1 minus 1, difference is 0. Okay, then 1 minus 1 is, difference is 0, result is positive, borrow is not generated. 0 minus 0, difference is 0. Okay, so 0 is the difference. Then 1 minus 1, difference is 0, again 0, result is positive. Okay, so here the borrow was 0, initially the borrow was 0. Okay, but again 0 minus 1 is done, so that time the difference has been 1 with borrow equal to 1. Okay, so this is the truth table of full subtractor. Okay, now the next point is we have to obtain the difference equation and a borrow equation using the K-map. Okay, so let us see the K-map. So I'm just posting here the truth table along with this K-maps of difference and borrow. Okay, so for which combinations we have got 1 in difference column, first combination, second combination, fourth combination, and seventh combination. So 1, 2, 4, and 7. 1, 2, 4, and 7. So for these combinations, we have got 1. So how can we group it? We can group using diagonal. Okay, so diagonal grouping is equivalent to XOR operation. So D will be equal to A XOR B XOR C. Okay, so this will be our difference equation. Then what about the borrow equation? So we will write the ones in the borrow K-map wherever ones is available. So for which combination, which input combinations the one is available, first combination, second combination, third combination, and seventh combination one is available. So 1, 2, 3, and 7. 1, 2, 3, and 7. So for these combinations, one is available. So here we cannot have the diagonal grouping. We have the vertical and horizontal grouping. Okay, so we can have the groups of two cells. Okay, so if you will group this combination, then you will get A bar and B. Okay, only the common terms should be taken here for grouping. Okay, then what about the this this term is taken? Okay, then what about this second group? This second group, A bar and this term. Okay, so this term A bar B. So A bar B, this is the second term, and this vertical group, which terms are common? Capital B and B in. Capital B and B. So these are the third. This is the third term. Okay. So now let us implement this by using the logic gates. Okay. So first difference should be implemented by using XOR gate, and the borrow should be implemented by using A bar B, B in, and A bar B in. Okay. So let us see the implementation. Okay, so this is the implementation. XOR gate is required, one AND gate, three AND gates, one OR gate, and this we will require the A bar, and for that we have used the NOT gate. Okay, so let us implement it and simulate in Protis software. Okay, A bar B and A bar B in. Okay. So let us implement it. Seven four zero eight 7408. A bar B, then A bar, third input is also required, so logic toggle is required, logic toggle. Okay, then A bar B is taken, A bar C should also be taken. One more XOR gate is required here, right? One more XOR gate 7486 is required. This is the third input. The third input. Okay, and A bar B, A bar B, then A bar B in, and third input will be B and B in. Is it right? So B, A bar B in, and finally B in. Okay. So these three inputs are required. Okay, and finally these outputs of AND gate should be OR, so by using 7432. Okay, 7432 is taken here. 7432, first input, second input, and third input. third input. Okay. All right. So we have just finished our circuit diagram. Now let us see this actual working. Okay. So I will just play this simulation. So and we'll just cross check. Okay, with this truth table. So for 0 0 0, difference is 0 and borrow is 0. Okay. So here for 0 0 0, difference is 0 and borrow is also 0. Okay. For 0 0 1, difference is 1 and borrow is also 1. So here you can check difference is 1 and borrow is also 1. For 0 0, 0 1 0, difference is 1 and borrow is also 1. So here you can verify difference and borrow both are 1. For 0 1 1, difference is 0 and borrow is 1. Difference is 0 and borrow is 1. Then for next combination, that is 1 0 0, difference is 1 and borrow is 0. Difference is 1 and borrow is 0. Okay. Then for fifth combination, 1 0 1, difference and borrow both are 0 0. Difference and borrow both are 0 0. And for sixth combination, that is 1 1 0, difference and borrow again both are 0 0. So you can have it 0 0. Okay. And for next, that is for seventh combination, for 1 1 1, difference and borrow both are 1 1. Okay. So here it is verified that our truth table is correct. Okay, or our implementation is correct. Okay, whatever we have implemented and obtained, all the both the difference and borrow equations are correct implementation. Okay. So here our practical is over. Second experiment is over.